So leaving groups. We're going to be talking about leaving groups, and they are more likely to dissociate from their substrate if they are more stable in solution. So now how do we know which ones are more stable in solution, so which is the more powerful leaving group? So resonance stabilized leaving groups are some of the best. So we should remember resonance stabilized being the best, right? Or some of the best, because they're stabilized, right? Weak bases, like iodine, bromine, chlorine, right? They are good leaving groups, right? Because the large star is stabilized the negative charge. Basicity decreases down a family, and leaving group ability increases. So the more the basicity decreases, the leaving group ability increases. So just think about this. Bases are opposite. Of leaving groups. Now let's say we have a strong base, right? So that makes them poor leaving group. However, that doesn't mean they can't become a leaving group. To make them a leaving group, we could treat them with acid, where it protonates a lone pair of electrons, and it is the reason for many reactions to be acid catalyzed. So let's think about an example, right? We have OH, and let's say it goes like that. We can't really get this to become positive over here plus a negative OH group, right? So this is really difficult. However, let's say we add in, or we send an acid, right? Acid's coming. So that means we're adding an H plus. So what this then becomes is, it's OH2, which is a positive. This could easily become water, right? This is something we need to understand, that leaving groups, so this happens with all of the strong bases. So that does include like HO negative, any RO negatives, NH2 negative, or anything like that. So you could literally add in an acid, which will then change their configuration, right? So let's say this one, then it'll become plus, right? And according to that, then we'll have two of these, or we might not have two of these, but we have a plus over here. You get what I mean? This is what we want to do. And that's how we find out which leaving group is weak and which leaving group is best. Strong bases aren't the best, however, you could make them work.